is a life skill and a lifelong skill that everyone needs to learn. So whether you're 8 or you're 80, if you're going to save yourself someday from drowning, then you need to learn to swim. So this and many more is what we'll be talking about on the show today. I'm Dr. Kemi Awoyemi, and you're welcome to the Body and Soul Show. I have Dr. Foy with me. Dr. Foy.
It's a known fact that I'm a very good swimmer. I am ×2 or ×10 better than Dr. Kemi in the pool. I'm fantastic in swimming, and I want to say that if you ever want to get swimming tips or training, please contact me on Twitter @CoolTV, Body and Soul. Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry, but you can't swim, Dr. Foy.
No. I'm fantastic at swimming.
Oh, okay, so this is another business venture for you.
Yeah, you know, for me, everything, yeah. So
you're like a swimming coach or a swim coach?
A fantastic
swimming
coach.
Instructor.
Yeah, so it's, and I think it's one of the most effective forms of exercise, swimming.
Yeah, it's actually very, very effective. But we would not.
We'll not go there yet.
Let's not jump. Let's not go ahead of ourselves. We have our word for the day, which we would introduce very soon in a minute. I'm sure you've heard this word thrown around carelessly
in your biology class
or
back
not
then.
Exactly. But today you would actually really get to find out what it is and if it could be a form of exercise or not. And also on the 5, we'll be telling you 5 reasons why you should learn how to swim.
You might just save a life. You might just save a life. You might
if you're looking for that perfect bikini body, you want to stay tuned because we're going to be giving you the best food you need for a bikini body.
But some people might never have a bikini body. That doesn't mean you should learn for your sister or your brother.
What is the definition of a bikini body?
A bikini body is a bikini body. It's a bikini. Okay, you can't understand. It's a bikini. It's bikini.
Nice.
It's not bikini or bikini. It's bikini. Now, the word for the day is anaerobe. Anaerobe, pronounced as anaerobe, which means without air. So the word for the day is without air. And it's very important we give you the foundation for the word for the day because we'll build on it today.
No air, air.
So you know what we're singing?
No
air,
air.
No anaerobe.
No air.
That song was like
no air.
10 years ago.
So deep. Breathe without me. Yeah.
No anaerobe. It's all right.
No air. No air. Oh, make a good team.
Chris
honey.
Brown and Jordan Sparks. Okay, but back to it now.
Okay, so you talk about anaerobes, and I think in the same vein, we should talk about anaerobic exercises. I'm sure everyone hears, oh yeah, let's do the aerobic exercises, let's go for cardio, let's go for this and that. But have you ever wondered if there are actually anaerobic exercises? Anaerobic exercises are actually out there, and they do exist. And as the name suggests, from what Dr. Foy just said, anaerobic or anaerobe means without oxygen.
Yes.
So basically, anaerobic exercises are those anaerobic exercises, it feels like a tongue twister. Anaerobic exercises are those exercises that you don't exactly depend on oxygen for.
Yes.
Now, for this exercise, you get to depend more on your muscles.
Yeah.
And what happens when you depend on your muscle is that period where you're not having any oxygen going into your lungs, the muscle begins to break down lactic acid.
The fibers of the muscle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So lactic acid is made available, and then there's a sudden burst of energy. But the downside, or will I say, well, the disadvantage of this exercise
is the short-term nature.
Is very short-term.
Nature of
the
this.
The duration is really short, but it's very important in building muscle, in endurance training,
and all that.
Yeah, it's been said to be very, very important.
Now, can I also add that when it is produced, the lactic acid, we have pain. Pain is associated with lactic acid. So that's why when you're going to the gym, you're lifting the weights, there's pain because your muscle reacts to the lactic acid, and the outcome is some sort of pain.
Yeah, they usually call it they usually say it's of short duration,
Yeah.
but it's high intensity
Yeah.
exercise. Now, what are those? I'm sure people are wondering, what kind of exercise would they possibly be talking about? Let's start with this heavyweight lifting. You know how you have this really huge weight you're about to lift, as in my former life.
In those days,
I used to lift weights and stuff. Yeah, but I actually lift weights. But yeah, so for that short period of time, you lift up the weight.
There's so much of stress and strain.
That's why when you see the chest of these people, it's really, really huge.
Why do you say these people? There's somebody around here that has chest too.
Does person lift weights? I'm talking about people that actually lift weights.
Nice one, nice. Nice.
Okay, but another form of this anaerobic exercise could be sprinting.
Quick sprints, short sprints, 100 meters,
all those 100 meters race.
Yes.
Did you ever run any of those races?
In KC, I could not. I was very short in school, and those that used to run were very tall.
Do you know what? Like when I was in secondary school, they would see my sisters and I and say, "Oh yeah, you're tall. You should run. You should come and run." I say, "Please, I cannot run." They say, "No, you must run." You know how seniors are.
Yes.
So one day they gave me and my sister this hand batting where you hand
marathon.
over. No, where you hand over the batting.
Relay races, yes.
Come on, honey, if you go to a proper school, relay races basically. So my sister, apparently, like my sister and I were in different houses and we're supposed to run. Do you know that I came last? She came second to the last. Like it was just horrible. And then I see these two sisters, like I do not do well with sprinting. No, at all.
Okay.
Not in any way.
So we'll be right back after this break. Back to the Body and Soul Show. Now you can follow us on Twitter at CoolTV Body and Soul, and Instagram and Facebook at CoolTV Nigeria #Body and Soul. Why are you always laughing? Why are you laughing?
No, just looking at your head.
At CoolTV Body and Soul. At CoolTV. Now, for those that want to have bikini bodies, I know it's a tough order, a very, very tough order. But then a few people can have it, and there are some meals that you need to. Now, Dr. Kemi here has a bikini-ish body, and she wants to give you tips on what you should eat to have the body. Please share with us.
After the show.
A bikini-ish body.
Okay, so healthy foods for a bikini body. The first you have is salmon. Salmon is actually very nutritious.
Is it in Nigeria, salmon?
Yeah, salmon.
Okay.
Look at this man. So you haven't eaten salmon before?
No, not.
Wow. I need to be taking you out.
Please take me out.
Let's just go to a nice seafood restaurant and just...
No, I'm talking about for the general public. Those that don't...
You can get
Can
salmon.
you buy salmon at Ojuelegba?
You can get... I don't know about Ojuelegba, but you can go to a farmer's market and get salmon.
Okay, how about Ijora?
All right, salmon is actually very good because it's very high in omega-3 fatty acids, which are actually really important in helping with your blood circulation. And then the reason why I'm saying salmon is because, like I said, they have omega-3 fatty acids, which is actually very good fat. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I'm eating a lot of fish. Am I getting the right fat into my body? If you eat salmon, you're good with your bikini body. And number 2, green leafy vegetables. Now, green leafy vegetables are apart from the fact that they actually add volume to your food because they are very bulky and all of that, they also contain fiber. They are rich in vitamins. And so when you eat them, you get filled up easily. And then because they have fiber, they are very good for bowel movement. So by the time you pass...
You have diarrhea.
I didn't say diarrhea.
So bikini and diarrhea go together? Continue, please.
They are very good for bowel movement, so I'm sure you guys understand exactly what I'm trying to arrive at. And then number 3 food for a healthy bikini body, or number 3 healthy food for a bikini body is Greek yogurt. Now, I'm sure, Dr. Fo, why you nodding your head like you know what Greek yogurt is?
Nine, of course! Very expensive yogurt, very expensive yogurt. Please continue.
Now, Greek yogurts are actually, if I had heard this probably 2-3 years back, I'd be like, what's Greek yogurts? But Greek yogurts now are really They
yeah.
are around.
They're
They
around,
are,
yeah.
they are around, and they are, oh my God, so nutritious.
But are they tasty? Not really.
They are.
Not really.
No, you know what?
What will make you
I
lose
think,
weight?
no,
Can
guess
be
what?
tasty.
Guess what? I think in this age where people are all for
Fitness.
frozen yogurt, what flavors are you getting? If you want to go to the proper yogurt, the way it was, the way we've always known yogurt to be, Greek yogurts are actually very, very nutritious, and they're very good for a wonderful bikini body. Now, number 4 food you need to know that is good for a perfect bikini body is your red bell peppers. Now, these colorful beauties are available everywhere. Yeah, some people will call it tatache.
It is called tatache. Tatache.
Okay, but red bell peppers are actually very good. Now, when chewed raw or sautéed lightly, they actually...
So the price for a bikini body, the price for a bikini body is you chew raw tatache. My people, are you sure you want that? Continue.
And finally, quinoa. Now, this is very, very, very nutritious. Trust me, if you eat these 5 foods and exercise, I'm sure some people are like, oh, yeah, thank God, we don't have to. But really, if you eat these 5 foods, and there are more actually, but if you eat them and exercise, work out regularly, you're on your way to having that healthy bikini, perfect bikini
It's all
body.
right. It's all right. So you think it has it. And if you pray for the body too, because it's a gift from God, the bikini body.
Okay, so right now we are going to cut away to how to pick your perfect swimwear.
How to select the right swimwear. Know your body type. Your shape, where you naturally distribute weight, determines which swimsuit will look best on you. Measure your hips at the widest point, waist at the smallest point, and bust at the fullest point for the best reference. Since swimsuit sizing and styling depends on these ratios, for pear shape, if your hips are significantly wider than both your waist and bust, you're probably a pear. Apple shape, if your waist is significantly wider than your hips and equal to or nearly as wide as your bust, you might be an apple shape. Hourglass shape. If your bust and hips are about the same width, but your waist is significantly smaller, you're a classic hourglass. Straight, also known as ruler or banana shape. If you're thin all round with no significant difference between your hips, waist and bust, you're a straight shape. Prepare yourself. Before heading out to buy a swimsuit, take care of any necessary hair removal. Remove any hair you don't want to be showing while you're trying on your swimsuit. And do not forget to wear underwear. Every store with swimwear requests that its patrons try on their bikinis and swim shorts with undergarments still on. And besides, do you really want to take the hygiene risk of going bare? Choose an appropriate swimsuit store. There are boutiques that specialize in swimsuits. Everything from sporty wear to poolside glamour. So do your research and find one that will work for you. Additionally, if you're not too particular about your swimwear, many clothing brands have their own swimsuit ranges available in department stores. Online shopping is another possibility, but is probably best reserved for swimsuit duplicates when you already know what kind of swimwear fits you and you just need a few extras or a renewal of the same brand. Choose colors and fabrics that will highlight your best features and downplay your less loved parts. The secret to a good swimwear is drawing eye to the most flattering parts of your figure. This will help you feel more comfortable as well as looking your best. To highlight a feature you like, use a bright color or pattern. To hide something you don't like, use a solid color. If you have a pale skin, use black or deep jewel stones, such as dark purple, navy, and maroon. If you have dark skin, bright colors can actually be more flattering and help hide what you don't like. To add volume, such as to the bust or hips, choose a piece with ruffles in that area. To hide volume, such as on the waist, use shirred or ruched fabric. Don't be afraid to buy separates that don't match perfectly. Say you want to highlight your bust but draw attention away from your hips. You might buy a bikini top and a bright solid or pattern with a bottom that's a dark blue or black or brown, depending on the top. Select the right cut. A one-piece will hide your waist. Choose one with shared panels over the stomach or in a dark solid color. A 1940s style bathing beauty bottom that's high-waisted can also help hide a waist. Again, go with a dark color or sharing. A tankini will highlight your waist because it draws the eye to the section of skin that's showing. If you love your waist but not so much your hips or bust, choose this one. Boy shorts make your hips look wider, regardless of color. If you have a large bust and want the hips to match for a classic hourglass shape, choose boy shorts. However, be aware that this style can feel uncomfortable for some women, so be certain of fit before you purchase anything. High-cut bikini bottoms make legs look longer. If you're short or you're long in torso, this is a good selection. Halter tops draw attention to the bust, as do triangle tops. And finally, select the swimsuit suitable to its primary use. It's pointless buying a string bikini if you plan on swimming laps or surfing. It will be floating off in no time, embarrassing you no end. Bikinis are fairly limited in terms of active workouts in a pool or the sea, but a more solid tankini would hang in there with no problem. Sports swimsuits often have added features to help with support, streamlining, and comfort. So check them out if you're planning on doing more than keeping cool by the pool.
Welcome back to the Body and Soul Show. Now follow us on Twitter at CoolTV Body and Soul. The reason why is because the conversation never ends here. It continues with all those facts that you need to live healthy and stay on top of your game. Now I have some very important facts here because we are going to be looking at the top reasons why you need to learn to swim. Now my facts here are that every day about 10 people die from unintentional drowning. Of these, 2 are children, aged 14 or younger. Now, drowning is the 6th leading cause of unintentional injury death for people of all ages, and the 2nd leading cause of death for children aged 1 to 14 years.
So, in other words, they're saying that you might die if you can't learn to swim.
No. Well,
No,
yeah,
that's what we're preaching. Fear.
We're not preaching fear, but we're just trying to inform everyone so they would know that it's actually a life-saving technique.
And
it's something that you
really
need.
swim well. I'm saying, should we bet on this? God. I'm one of the best you will ever see. Don't worry, we're gonna swim, and I'll play it on the Body and Soul Show.
Okay.
Top of swimming.
No problem.
So, very importantly, it is very good. God. I'm serious. It's very important that you don't die by drowning. That's what I would just say.
Okay, so
this is wrong.
Exactly. The first thing is like you could save your life and you could save the life of your children or the life of someone else out there. It's a life-saving technique that you need to learn. Now, secondly, it's a great type of exercise.
Endurance.
Now, it will keep you fit. It will keep you fit with the resistance of the water, but without impact. You know how most of these exercises, there's a lot of impact, impact, and that's why swimming is actually very good for pregnant women because there's no impact, the fetus is safe. I mean, the fetus is swimming in its own amniotic fluid. So you also swim. Exactly, everybody's just swimming, and it's very cool. And it's also a very important way of it's an important means of whole body exercise. A lot of people say, how can I lose weight, all over my body? Yeah. Apart from running, apart from brisk walking, swimming is amazing.
And because of the resistance, it helps cardio. So it helps.
So it's good for your heart. It's good for lean muscles. It's good for your abs.
Lean muscles. Just how to say it.
Okay, but really, it's actually amazing for the heart and lean muscles. Now, it's also a great way to relieve tension and stress, especially after a busy day at work.
Sunday afternoons are the best.
Sunday afternoons, or at night, you're back from work, you've made dinner, just take a dive into the pool.
I know.
It's serious. You know, whenever I go to swim, I feel like I'm leaving all my worries in the water.
Oh!
And by the time I step out, I'm a whole new being.
It's all right.
I've been born afresh.
That's not real. Oh, but that's not the truth.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. That's how it is for me. All my stress, all
So you
the-
baptize every time you swim?
and then and then apart from that, it's a fun activity for family and friends.
It helps bond families.
Bonding.
Yeah. And all age, from 8 to 8 years.
Everybody can learn to swim. Whether you're 2, whether you're 20, whether you're 100.
It's important you learn how to swim.
All right, so we've talked about swimming. Now, I think I should just add that if you're going to go boating, kayaking, canoeing, snorkeling, you know, all of those things that water exercises, it's important for you to learn to swim. And how else can you have fun if you don't get to do one of those things in your lifetime? So, guys,
please, PS4
we talked about.
Sorry, game is alright for boys. But,
okay, game, yeah.
Turn it.
Well, we've talked about anaerobic exercises. We've talked about swimming, which is a form of interval training that is associated with anaerobic exercise. I mean, while you're down there in the water, you do not have a lot of oxygen available.
So your muscles
except you're coming out to take oxygen and go back in there.
And stressed. Your muscles have been strained and stressed. It's been fantastic. Please, I want to say that we will compete on the Body and Social, me and Dr. Kemi, and we will post it on our Instagram page and Facebook, and to show who is the better swimmer, Dr. Kemi or Dr. Foy.
And guys, take those tips. They're very important about the bikini, about wearing the appropriate swimwear.
Is it guys or ladies? So guys, we should...
Everyone out there.
No, that's what no.
Everyone out there.
No, because you can never tell.
Appropriate swimwear.
Trunks and suits.
Yeah, it's trunks and suits and bikinis.
Yeah.
There are some bodies that should just be found in a one piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly outfit, I'm joking.
But it's been amazing. Keep exercising, keep staying fit, stay on top of your game, because that's what we preach on the Body and Social. So till we see you next time.
And if you want to build a swimming pool in your house, I can also help you build a swimming pool in your house. It's the Body and Social. Bye.